She had several poems. Liberation Army soldiers. She never had any gold, no jewelry. Not believing in God. They barely had enough to eat. When Aisha swore she had not helped spending bombed the building. He told her to put this paper in the war that KLA every day for 4 days to be in this water. They said she had collaborated with because she had when she arrived in our camp, she was wearing "5 years ago, after NATO forces arrived in Kosovo, the UN asked me to come and advise them on their growing refugee problem with gypsies. I arrived in June 1999, and after a few weeks in the camp, where I was the only non-Rome, it didn't take long to discover what was wrong. These people had been chased out of their homes by the returning Albanians, given only a few minutes to flee, without any clothes, any possessions. Their homes were looted, then burned, and they ended up living in tents for the first time in their lives. I have been in Kosovo for 5 years, documenting their plight. Today I would like to read you several poems written mainly in their voice about what has happened to them. The photos that you will see with this video I took in Kosovo over the past 5 years. I wanted to show what Kosovo Gypsies, Roma, Ashkali Egyptians really look like. After living with Gypsies for more than 10 years, I find it's very hard to find a difference between them and me, between their mothers and my mother, between the way they were raised and I was raised. I hope these photos will show you that they are real human beings and that they need help. This first poem is called Not a Refugee. Not a refugee. I have a Yugoslav passport, a gypsy told me, but the Serbs won't let me cross the border. They say I have an Albanian surname. The Albanians say I can't stay, only Albanians can live in Kosovo. The UN says I am not a refugee because I am still in Kosovo where I was born. NATO says I can't leave can't seek political asylum because no countries want gypsies. During World War II in Europe and Germany, Jews weren't allowed to stay nor allowed to leave. Is that what the world has planned for us? This next poem is about a woman waiting for her husband who never returned from the war. It is called Hope. An old black Romney smoking a cigarette sits on my doorstep every morning waiting for me to come out. No matter what time I get up, she's there. This morning I went out for my bucket of water at 5 o'clock, and she was already there asking once again if I had any news about her husband. During the war, the Serbs arrested him for taking food to his Albanian neighbors who had escaped into the woods. Some say he was in a Serb jail when a NATO missile made a direct hit. Others heard he was taken back to Belgrade after the bombing. Last week, some Albanians sneaked in after midnight and slashed several tents with their knives. When the old Romney saw a knife cutting through her canvas wall, she thought it was her husband coming to take her home. This next poem is the title of this book, Where is My Life? Albanians come up to the camp every day looking for the things they lost during the war. Horses, tractors, TV sets, cars, videos. They think just because this is a gypsy camp, all their things are here. I asked them, where is my car? I had a home, a car, new furniture and furnishings before the KLA knocked on my front door and told me I had 2 minutes to save my family. Look inside my tent. I have nothing, only the clothes I wore when we ran from our Albanian neighbors. They are looking for their tractors. I am looking for my life.